The honourable member for Sandwich Gulf Islands.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thanks to my colleagues in this place. I, like all of you, share in the deep grief of the people of New Zealand, particularly the Islamic population of New Zealand, the neighbors, the friends, the worshippers. This is a horrific act of violence. And I appreciate so much that the Prime Minister has shown a light on the fact, and it's a fact, that there are white supremacists in Canada who harbor the same kinds of views as the perpetrator of this act of atrocity. Those are hard words to say because Canadians are so very nice. We really are. Just over the 2 weeks that we had, Mr. Speaker, I was in community after community and town hall meetings, and there's no question. Canadians are, as a people, a family. We may want to create divisions, region against region, but they're not real. Canadians are inherently really wonderful, loving, compassionate human beings, and that we would have such a thing as white supremacy anywhere in Canada should be as deeply disturbing to all of us here, to everyone across the country. To turn to New Zealand for a moment, it doesn't fail to strike me with such deep irony that the people of Christchurch were visited another act, a natural disaster, that cut right to the heart of that community. The earthquake of 2011 killed 185 people. And I'm not speaking for New Zealanders, but given the commentary from people who were near the shooting, who were impacted by the shooting, I don't doubt that my friend James Shaw, who's a parliamentarian in New Zealand and co-leader of their Green Party, would think I was right in saying that this act of violence has been more deeply painful to the people of Christchurch than even the earthquake that obliterated centuries of monuments and killed so very many. That brave, young woman, Prime Minister of New Zealand, has all of our support, and I so appreciate that the Prime Minister spoke to her directly. But Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has already proven herself to be a strong woman in politics by being the first Prime Minister anywhere in the world to give birth while in office. But this should never have come on her watch. It's so unfair. And her words in the moments after the killings, quote, speaking of the victims in the mosque, she said, "They are us. The person who has perpetrated this violence against us is not." She has completely excluded them from having any right to feel that they belong in New Zealand, anyone who would do such a thing. We must do the same in Canada. We must be prepared to say, if you're attracted to a white supremacist movement, you don't belong in Canada. You are not us. If you're attracted to a rally where you see signs that suggest there's white supremacists in the group, don't show up. Don't speak there. Give no oxygen, even accidental oxygen. All of us in political life must give no oxygen to hatred, to violence, to anti-Semitism, misogyny, Islamophobia. We must stand together as Canadians and know that the people we represent call on us to be our best selves, to love one another, to love our neighbors, and to be the kind of people who will stand outside a mosque with the sign that says, "I'm a Christian, but I'm here while you worship. I've got your back. I'm watching for you. I'm a Jew, but I'm standing here outside your mosque as you will stand outside my temple, as we will stand together in places secular and religious, in faith as family." No hatred must be allowed to take root in this country. We stand with the people of New Zealand, say, God bless you through what you're going through. Assalamu alaikum. We are together as family on this planet. Let no hatred take root here.